Tidal Rapids kayak mission is nearly ending. This past almost 9 days was very impressive. It was very fun. I could see lots of wildlife, and the two tidal wave was so unique and nice. Especially Chameleon Narrows was very nice. I didn't want to go back there with my paddle boat or play boat, and then I want to surf that wave again. July 29th I took off. July 30th I got to Una River, and the next day the Rio took me to the end of the logging road, and we hiked through the bush, and then we made it to Salt Lagoon, and then I started my Tidal Rapids mission. Poche Narrows, it was very narrow and it was very shallow, so it was very hard to surf, and actually I couldn't find any good waves there. So some tiny little waves was good for the sea kayak, but it wasn't good for paddle boat or play boat. But during the falling tide, just before the low tide, and a big hole came up at the first rapids. It was quite big, it was quite narrow, and then after that I paddled all the way down to the Kikatra. The actual Poche Narrows was really wide, and there were some riffles and so on. So I think when it's the really big tide, and if we pick it up the right timing, there might be some side waves along the shores. So it should be checked again. And then I checked the one spot just south of Kikatra, Dolphin Island Lagoon. It was just around the high tide, so it wasn't good, but I felt some possibilities, so I think I have to go again. And then stayed one night in Kikatra and went to Chameleon Narrows. Chameleon Narrows. So first day I got there, it was just after the high tide, so the almost high struck tide. There's a sign of wave, but it wasn't fun, just tiny little waves. And after the supper I went there again, and then I found huge salt water waterfall. It was so big and it was so impressive, and I still can remember the amount of the sea foam on the water. It was incredible. When we paddle about here, we find a lot of sea foams around the cradle, but that's not the amount. The amount of sea foam at the Chameleon Narrows is incredible. And then next morning went there again. The tide started rising, but waterfall is still there. And then as the tide rises up and the height of the waterfall gets shorter and shorter, and then the waterfall turned into the nice play hole. And then after that, the hole turned into the wave, and I surfed a bit. I had so much fun, and I saw that was it. I saw after that, it just struck tide, but it was wrong. And I went there and I waited, and then tiny little waves started forming up, started showing up, and after that, couple of 1 or 2 hours later, the spot, the waterfall during the rising tide turned into the best paddleboard wave in the North Coast, I think. It's really smooth, it's really wide, it's not tricky as Cradle, and then sometimes foam piles comes up and it goes out, gone. Size of the wave is very consistent, and then foam pile is so nice. Second wave was also good behind the main wave, and then as the tide rises up and the side waves started forming really nice. So side wave was so nice around just 1 or 2 hours before high struck tide. So I had so much fun with that wave. So that's the end of the Tidal Rapids expedition. And the next day I just went to the waterfall and said thank you, and I said I come back again, and I left. And then I started paddling back to Una River. I saw 2 killer whales, just the mouth of the Chameleon Narrows. I went back to Una River. I had so much fun at the River's Day, and I spent one night. And then today I came to Kisan Island, and then spending last night. And the final day, paddle Zanodi and Batsy and go back. That's the perfect ending of the expedition, I guess. Anyway, I have to thank you, all of my friends in the North Coast, supporting my trip, and especially the people in Una River helped me a lot, carrying my kayaks, carrying my camping gears, all kinds of gears and everything. Thank you very much. I can't wait to find more tidal waves in the north coast of BC.